Shocking news, Robyn Brown's secret second marriage and new husband revealed. In a turn of events no one saw coming, Sister Wives star Robyn Brown has reportedly made a move that has left both fans, and even her husband Kody Brown, completely blindsided. According to recent revelations, Robyn has secretly tied the knot, but not with a new partner after a divorce. The surprising twist? She allegedly married without ever divorcing Kody. The news, which surfaced today, has sent shockwaves through the Sister Wives fan community. Many are asking the same question: how is this even possible? The Brown family's relationships have always been complex, but this revelation may be one of the most shocking developments yet in the long-running TLC reality show. For years, viewers have seen Kody and Robyn present themselves as the last standing couple in the Brown family after Kody's splits with Mary, Christine, and Janelle. Their marriage was often portrayed as the most stable, with Robyn appearing to be Kody's emotional anchor and biggest supporter. However, this secret marriage story has thrown that entire image into question. Reports suggest that Robyn's secret wedding was carried out quietly, away from the cameras, and without public knowledge until now. Details about how and when this ceremony took place remain unclear, but sources claim it happened in complete secrecy, with only a small circle of people aware at the time. Even more shocking to fans is the implication that Kody may have been left completely in the dark until very recently. How could this happen without anyone knowing? And why didn't she divorce Kody first, are the burning questions flooding social media. Fans are speculating about possible loopholes or personal agreements that could explain this unusual situation, while others believe there may be a far deeper story unfolding behind the scenes. The emotional fallout has also become a point of discussion. Kody, known for his strong personality and public pride in his relationships, is said to be reeling from the news. The thought that Robyn, the wife he once called his soulmate, may have formed another marital bond without officially ending their own has left many wondering what this means for their future. Some fans have theorized that this could be part of a bigger plan, possibly for legal, financial, or family reasons. Others believe it's the ultimate sign that Robyn's relationship with Kody had been deteriorating long before this secret marriage took place. Theories range from the practical to the dramatic, but one thing is certain: the fanbase is buzzing with curiosity and disbelief. As the news spreads, many are eagerly awaiting Robyn's side of the story. Will she explain the circumstances that led to this marriage? Was Kody truly blindsided, or is there more to their arrangement than meets the eye? For now, both Robyn and Kody have remained silent publicly, leaving fans hanging on every rumor and update. Whether this secret wedding will be addressed in the upcoming season of Sister Wives remains to be seen, but one thing is certain: this revelation has completely rewritten the narrative fans thought they knew. In the October 27th episode of Sister Wives, the topic of Kody Brown's intense facial expressions became the center of conversation among his ex-wives and his only remaining wife, Robyn Brown. It was a rare moment where all of them seemed to agree on one thing: Kody's face can say a lot without him uttering a single word, and often, it's not exactly comforting. Robyn, who remains in a spiritual and legal marriage with Kody, opened up about a particular look that she finds especially troubling. She referred to it as his murder face, a term that immediately captures the severity of his expression. In her confessional, she described how it manifests even in casual family moments. She recalled a time when Kody, in his usual authoritative manner, told the kids to get into their pajamas. To Robyn, the delivery was unnecessarily intimidating. She explained that she often has to tell him to soften his demeanor, suggesting he raise his eyebrows or adjust his tone so the children don't feel afraid. It wasn't that she disagreed with what he was asking. Rather, it was the intensity of his delivery that she found unsettling. Mary Brown, Kody's first wife, also weighed in on the discussion. Although her spiritual marriage to Kody was formally dissolved by the church in late 2022, Mary has remained connected to the family in various ways. Speaking to friends, she reflected on how much Kody's overall mood has shifted over the years. To her, he no longer carries the lightheartedness or joy that he once had. This change in his demeanor has been noticeable and concerning, especially for someone who once seemed more upbeat and approachable. Mary's observation suggested that the murder face may be part of a broader shift in Kody's personality over time. Janelle Brown, who separated from Kody in 2022 after nearly 3 decades together, had a different perspective. To her, this intense facial expression wasn't something new or recent, it's always been part of who Kody is. She recalled that even during serious conversations in the early years of their marriage, his expressions could come across as stern or severe. It wasn't necessarily a sign of anger or aggression in every instance. Sometimes it was simply the way he looked when speaking about something important. Nonetheless, she acknowledged that his intensity could be overwhelming for those on the receiving end. While each woman described Kody's expressions in slightly different ways, the common thread was that they found them impactful, often in a negative or intimidating way. Robyn's take was rooted in her concern for the children, wanting them to feel secure and not fearful in their father's presence. Mary's perspective came from observing a change in his overall happiness, implying that his expressions are now more reflective of deeper frustrations or unhappiness. Janelle, on the other hand, contextualized it as a long-standing personality trait, something ingrained rather than newly developed. These conversations also hinted at deeper dynamics in Kody's relationships with his wives, past and present. For Robyn, still actively living with him, the need to manage his tone and expression suggests an ongoing effort to maintain harmony in their household. Mary's comments carried a tone of reflection, as though she was processing the gradual emotional distance that had grown between them before their marriage officially ended. Janelle's view seemed more pragmatic, acknowledging his intensity without necessarily criticizing it, perhaps because she had long since learned to live with it. The murder face itself became a sort of symbolic representation of Kody's interactions with the family. In a polygamous household where emotional balance is already complex, even something as subtle as a facial expression can take on a heightened significance. For the children, according to Robyn, it can be the difference between feeling guided by their father or feeling intimidated by him. For the ex-wives, it may serve as a reminder of the communication barriers and emotional disconnects that contributed to their separations. This discussion also offered viewers a glimpse into how each of these women processes conflict and personality traits differently. Robyn tends to be more direct in addressing behaviors she doesn't like, at least when it comes to how they affect the children. Mary seems to internalize changes and reflect on them quietly, often sharing her thoughts in a more observational tone. Janelle appears pragmatic, taking things as they are and contextualizing them based on long-term patterns she's seen. The shared recognition of Kody's intense expressions also inadvertently highlighted a rare point of agreement among the women, who often have vastly different perspectives. While they may not align on many aspects of family life or their personal histories with Kody, the murder face was something they all understood. It's a small but telling example of how, despite the fractures in the family, certain traits remain universally acknowledged.